first and 10 at the 38. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Wait, 10, wide, 20. Check, 47. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, Alabama.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Wait, 10, wide, 80. Three buck.
Brady deferring to White on the draw. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for New England, and even 40 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Here's Brady to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dante Hightower. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
Now Foles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Keelan Cole, the intended target.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On first down, it's White, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Brady to throw on second down. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Wait, set, 53! Check, check. Walk, give me hit. Walk to result.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
He's got a first down past the 30. He's hit the 50. 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big run by the big man Fournette. 64 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run with Fournette. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right.
4 down. Hey, Keaton. Hey, X3. 218, chopper. Hey, silver.
On 2nd and inches, Foles steps away to his left. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Lawrence Guy able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Let's go! 52's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll run. This is Blue. He can't bring him. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Second effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately... Would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing now is Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. He was looking for Edelman there, and that'll bring up second down. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Brady now going to lead it with Michel on the draw. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, 62 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Gostkowski with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
And they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Kyle Van Noy just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Flushed out right, and that is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Big stop, D.
They'll run on second down with Blue. Down to about the 22 here. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Purple 64.
SOS. SOS. SOS.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. The safety, Patrick Chung, got a hand in, knocked it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll try to run for it with Blue. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Nick Foles, as the first half is winding down, and the Jaguars have moved out in front. Lambeau to add on the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Nine seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 22. They start the second half with Michel on the ground. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down now, it's White. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Brady's throw there complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Patriots have moved out in front.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything. But you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Blue there.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. He'll find O'Shaughnessy open left side. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Second down 6 at the 34-yard line.
Easy.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
I'm here all day. Easy. Mike, 53.
Here's Foles. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. He hits blue. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They'll run on 1st down. Blue. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From just shy of midfield, Foles. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Mike Bennett, his second sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Brady and the Patriots now, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Brady. Trying to lay one up deep. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. They'll look to throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jamie Collins, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. They'll set up a throw. Throw right side of the tight end O'Shaughnessy. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 23. They begin with Michel on the ground. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady. He completes it right side away. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Brady, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. On the left side, a catch by White. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Operating from the gun, Brady. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover down.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady, and the Patriots add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Heavy on the edges.
Foles. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A pass there complete to Westbrook. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Now Foles. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Couple of nice plays for Jacksonville. Another first down there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Looking to throw, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll set up to throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Wait, that wide, 80.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Brady going to throw here. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Jacksonville, good night, everybody.